This is Dean Rogers, RT in the morning for the second annual DC Black Film Festival. As you probably are aware, I'm a sci-fi geek, and what better way to have a sci-fi movie here on Saturday night with the star and the director of an upcoming film that's premiering here tonight at the DC Black Film Festival. We have Royce and Rachael Atkins. How are you doing today?
Doing great. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you, Rachael?
I'm doing really good, thank you.
Excellent. So, Royce, I can't believe I've interviewed you just a couple of days ago for your film. So for those who do not know about your film, tell us about it.
Yeah, so the film is called The Girl with No Brain, and it's about a girl who was literally born without a brain. So her parents had a artificial intelligence implanted in her head as a child. And so now the story takes place, she's older, going into college, and the artificial intelligence itself is starting to question its own identity and wants to be recognized as such.
Awesome. So when did you realize the concept for your film?
It was probably about, we shot last year in September, came up with the idea probably a couple months before that. I actually got the idea from an article that I read about a girl, the same situation, she was born without a brain. Her parents kept her alive until she was about 8 years old, despite everyone telling them, you know, let her go, you know, she doesn't have a quality of life, but just the love that they had for their daughter to keep her alive and to love her even despite her situation. That really stayed with me and moved me. So that's kind of how the idea sprouted of like, well, what if there was something out there that could have helped them?
Absolutely. So Rachael, tell us, how does it feel to be directed by your brother in this film? I have to ask about that question.
I was kind of nervous at first because it's my brother and like I want to make it really special for him, but after a while it became really natural. It was pretty incredible. I don't know, just being able to take direction from somebody that I trust and that I know is going to like take me where I need to go and take this character where she needs to go. So I felt like I was in safe hands the entire time. I enjoyed it.
Wonderful. So what were some of the challenges of acting in this film?
The challenge for me was, you know, this character she's not human technically, the emotions. So trying to create emotions from scratch rather than going off of something that I felt before, it was really hard trying to bring that to screen and to show that. But over time it felt natural, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Excellent. Well, I take it that you both are sci-fi aficionados like me.
Oh yes.
So I gotta ask, what's your favorite science fiction TV, movie, or character?
All right, so that's a lot. I'll stick with movies.
You got it.
Alien, hands down. Really.
Why Alien?
Because the first time I saw it, I was younger, and I hate horror. I hate suspense.
I understand. I hate horror too. Yeah. I cannot be near a horror film for the life of me.
Yeah, it messes with my sleep altogether. But just the way that movie was shot and the way that it was made and the fact that it all revolved around this sci-fi concept of these people running into this alien and all this crazy stuff happening, and it's pretty much all one location for most of it. And just being enthralled into that world and seeing like what can be created just like using your imagination. I don't know, just watching that. And despite the fact that it was suspenseful and I still like cared to watch it, that was a big deal for me, and it stuck with me.
Wonderful. How about you, Rachael?
Attack the Block, like 100%. I didn't watch that, and he showed me Attack the Block like maybe 4 years ago, and to this day, my favorite. I love it. Have you seen it?
I have seen it.
It's incredible.
Absolutely. Why is it important for DC to have its own Black Film Festival? We're now in the second annual, and people are passing on the streets and seeing people like us directing films, producing films, and putting it right here on the big screen. So why is it important?
I think it's important just to get our message out there and to spread our message, because I feel like within the film industry, they don't understand how many stories we have to tell. You know, they put us in a box. They know the certain like struggles that we usually put out, or at least what they allow us to put out. So these festivals like these in this one specifically, it's so great because we get to see that as Black filmmakers, as Black storytellers, we have such a broad range, and it's time that the country and the world sees that and recognizes that, and you know, allows us to tell those stories.
How about you, Rachael?
I think it's important that we have something to get excited about, you know, because we're present in the news all the time, we're on television all the time, but it's not something to get excited about. It's something that we usually mourn, or it's something that's being shown in a negative light. And so I think it's important that we have something like this to highlight, and also for the younger generations of Black kids being raised, like, hey, you can be creative. And I think it's important that these stories are being told by Black people.
Excellent. So my last question is, what would you say to the person listening and watching this to encourage them, if they want to become a filmmaker, to keep going, keep striving, keep doing, no matter how hard it is, no matter how many obstacles you have to overcome. Just keep going and keep fulfilling your dream, what would you say to them?
Pretty much everything you just said. You know, just like literally keep going. Like, no, don't expect any help. No one's gonna help you. Just trust your vision, trust your ideas. If you like it, someone else in the world's gonna like it. So just trust your gut and just keep going. Just keep making it.
Rachael?
There's no straight line in filmmaking, and everybody is going to tell you that it's impossible, it's hard, you're crazy, you can't do it, that's way too much. Don't listen to it, because some of your favorite movies came from people who were told that exactly. So just always reach to break a new layer. Just always reach to shake a new table. Never be scared to, express what you have to say, because what you have to say is important, and don't let anybody tell you that it's not.
Absolutely. And where can they find you on social media?
For me, I'm at Roro Beckley, ROROBECKLEY on everything. You'll find me.
Are you, Rachael?
I am currently at Gemini Cricket with 2 T's.
Awesome. Well, Rachael and Royce Adkins here tonight. Girl with No Brain, check it out. Dean on the scene for the DC Black Film Festival. Check it out.